What is up, everybody? The Flame12 here, and I'm back with a walkthrough in Poptropica, and we're gonna do Great Pumpkin Island to celebrate upcoming Halloween. So, let's get right to it. The first thing you're gonna do is go all the way over here to the right, past Charlie Brown and Pigpen. Jump if you wish, past the ad, of course. And then go right. I do not want to learn more. And I've already failed. This is not... Oh, never mind. I thought I failed because, well, the Poptropica went full screen. But what you're gonna do is talk to Linus, and Lucy wants you to find the heaviest pumpkin in the patch. So, yes, I can help Linus. What you're gonna do is just put one on each side until you find the heaviest one. Which just may take you a few tries, but you should get the hang of it. And just put the ones that are lighter in the discard pile. That might be the heaviest one we have, although this one looks heavier. No. Wow, we might have picked the heaviest one on the first try. We did. So let's just give it to Lucy. She will be happy and surprised, and then you'll go talk to her, and, well, as you can see, I'm kind of transparent. But then she'll doubt that we can get it back to the house in one piece. And this part is the hard part. So, what you're gonna do when it's a mini game, like they have on some islands like this one, he says if you get it back to the house, he'll give you a trick-or-treat bag. So this part may take a few tries. You're just gonna hit sure. And then this is one of the hardest parts of the island. So, basically if you don't get it back to the house in time, you'll have to try over and over until you do. So, if you push it too fast at the beginning, it's gonna break. 'Cause over this hill. Then you're gonna jump in front of it, I think, before it goes off this cliff. And then push it down this way. Do a barrel roll. Or don't, whatever. And then once it goes past this, you start pushing it the other way. The flag stands for a checkpoint, and I'm invisible? What the heck? What? Glitchy, glitchy? Where am I? Okay, I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, guys, and we're back. I really had to start that island over, because, well, I got glitched in the ground, as you just saw. And here are rabbits. They'll launch it into the air if you push it on them as they come out. So if you see speckles of dirt coming out of the ground, then, well, don't push the pumpkin onto that, because it's gonna get launched into the air and break. Now what you're gonna do, push it as fast as you can past here, so it will go through the log completely. You might mess this up. Don't worry, it might take a few tries. You just gotta go really fast. And as you saw, we hit another checkpoint there. Now, oh, stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay. Then push it back up this hill for another checkpoint. And then here's the swings which is, oh, you see right there, the hardest part of this. This will take you a few tries, just be careful with it. So just go back and try it over again. And I'm stuck in midair. Okay, so get it past the first girl in between her and the second boy. If they hit it on their way forth or back, it will break. So I'm gonna pause till I get past the swing set, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so that wasn't too hard. I got it past actually right after I paused. And I've got the pumpkin back in one piece, and as you can see, there was a new photo added to my photo album. So then you'll be teleported inside. Just talk to Linus. He'll give you the bag that he promised. And then Lucy is gonna cut the pumpkin, as, well, she always does. Do it, Lucy, do it. Sharpen that knife. And Linus's hair goes all wacko, and he'll say his classic line, "Oh, you didn't tell me you were gonna kill it." Oh, brother. Later that day, as the screen fades to a navy color, blue. As you can see down here is save. It's not new to Poptropica. You'll be still in this house, and on Halloween night, the Great Pumpkin rises out of its patch. And Linus will be saying, and flies through the air with his bag of toys for all the children. Think he's mixing it up with Santa a little bit there, don't you guys? And then Charlie Brown calls him crazy for believing in something that he says isn't true. And then Linus makes an obvious, what do you call it? Point out, I'll just say, because I forget the real word, to Santa Claus. Not shout out, it's something. But then Charlie Brown will walk away, and he says he has to finish his letter to the Great Pumpkin. So what you're gonna do is get out of here. Oh, a reference is the word I was looking for, by the way. I knew it started with an R. But then you don't have to go very far. Just go over here to where you saw Pigpen earlier, and, well, he'll still be there. If he stops walking away from me casually. Come on, Pigpen. Says he can't go trick-or-treating unless he has something to put his candy in. So just go into your inventory and click use on the trick-or-treat bag, and he'll tell you it's perfect. So you'll give that to him, and then he'll give you his least favorite flavor of lollipop, the lemon-flavored sucker. Num num num, lemon. And it says it'll say it's Linus's favorite. So what you're gonna do is, well, just go back to Linus's house. And go over to Linus. He should be done with his letter. No, he still has to finish, apparently. So I'll be right back, you guys. So it turns out what you gotta do is just go into your inventory, go to the sucker and hit use, and you'll give Linus the sucker, and he'll give you his invitation to the Halloween party, because he says he's got a prior engagement at the pumpkin patch. So you get the invitation and he leaves his pin behind. You're gonna have to take that because you need it later. So just walk over to it and you'll receive it. Then you're gonna leave the house. And head over the opposite way over the pumpkin patch. Sprint character, sprint! And then you'll be seeing this screen quite often. The Poptropica Forgotten Islands ad. And then just go on over here. Forgot to mention, this is one of the shorter Poptropica Islands. And you'll talk to Charlie Brown. Hey Snoopy, could you put these leaves in a pile for me? He says. And you get to control Snoopy. So when these leaves fall, you just blow them into the air. Just don't click to walk around, you're gonna click to blow air up at the leaves. And after I get the first leaf into the pile, I will pause until I'm finished. And it doesn't have to hit the very top like it did there, it can go anywhere. So I'll be back when I've done this. Alright, and I've got all 5 leaves in, and Charlie Brown will say, "Thanks, old pal," and you'll hear someone yell, "Charge!" And it turns out it's Linus jumping into the leaves. Thanks a lot, line nuisance. Charlie Brown will say good grief, as always, that's kind of his catchphrase. And moral to the story, never jump into a pile of leaves with a wet sucker. Now he's gotta mail his letter to the Great Pumpkin. And it looks like he's eating leaves as he's talking. So what you're gonna do is just run out over here, back to the houses, and I was gonna divide this into 2 parts, but now I think I'll just do one whole one since it's a fairly short island. And then you talk to him. He'll ask you, "Where did I put my blanket?" So what you're gonna do now is just run back to the pile of leaves over here. Go left twice. Go back over to the same pile of leaves. And as you remember, if you've seen the Peanuts, Linus can't do anything without his blanket. So as you can see the pile of leaves come up, you can just, without clicking, just rotate your cursor in circles and you'll start to see some blue down here. And you can just click on it when it becomes a hand, and the blanket will start to shake, and you will receive Linus's blanket. As you can see, it even says Linus can't live without his favorite blanket. So you're just gonna run back over to here. and go back to Linus. By the mailbox. Go to your inventory. Give him his blanket. You found my blanket, thank you. Anytime, Linus. It's actually a great name for him, because Lucy always gets annoyed by him, so Linus is pretty good. And as you can see, his letter will go right into the mailbox, and the Great Pumpkin will pick it up, I guess. As you can tell, the Great Pumpkin isn't real. I mean, it's just a made-up thing of the Peanuts. Sorry to sink your Titanic, but... Then, once you're done talking to Linus, what you're gonna do is just run back over to the leaves again. So you can see Linus will walk away from you. And it will allow you to run again. And pretty soon you'll be back where you need to be. And you'll see Lucy has the football, and hey, Charlie Brown, how about practicing a few place kicks? And of course, yep, it's the classic old football thing, skit. And she'll tell you that she has a document testifying that she promises not to pull it away. I'm sorry for the sound, guys, if you can hear it, which you probably can. It's just my microphone because it's connected to, well, headphones. And, he's gonna sign the document, but I don't see a pen anywhere, and he doesn't have a pen. So what you're gonna do is just go to the pen in your inventory and hit use, and it'll give it to Charlie Brown. And now we'll see he signs it, and his terrible handwriting. I can't tell if that's cursive or terrible. And you'll see the funny old football thing as he keeps the document held. Don't worry, Charlie Brown, I got a football that I won't pull away from you. It's in my hand. And then she'll say, peculiar thing about this document, it was never notarized. And then they'll go off to get costumes. And once they walk off, apparently through me, because I'm transparent, you'll go over and pick up the football. I really don't need to, but I'm going to, because that's the football you need. The one in my hand right now doesn't count. And then you go over here and see Snoopy looking up at something, which appears to be something green. It's his helmet. So if you try and click on it, it will just keep you jumping. So what you're going to do is go to the football and hit use. And you'll walk over here, throw the football, and it will hit the helmet, and which lands right on Snoopy's head. Because we're a great shot. And then it looks like the World War I flying ace is ready to take on the Red Baron. Huh, seems like he's ready to take on pizza. And just hit begin mission. and the red baron is obviously, well, Woodstock. Then what you're gonna do, the best strategy I've seen, is to stay at the top. If Woodstock comes near you, then just still stay at the top. It's your best bet of surviving. This part is kind of hard. And then when you get to an edge, just come back around, go back up to the top again, as fast as you can. Only try and get hit by a couple bombs, avoid as many as you can. You only have to do this for a minute, so can't be too bad. And as you can see, my plane is already smoking red from the back. And the farther down you go, the more likely Woodstock will attack you. So just stay at the top, and you can drive the doghouse upside down even. So doesn't really matter where you go or what you do, as long as you can survive for 1 minute. And as you can see, I have about half of the time left. Oh, shooting bombs at me again. Uh-oh. That looks like I'm going down. You can only get hit by a couple, though, so I failed on the first try. I will pause and be back when I have won. Looks like I have made it, but we're going down in enemy lines. So what you're gonna have to do here is hide behind things. First, you're gonna hide behind this rock. And you're just gonna wait for the helicopter light to go past you each time. And once it goes past you, move on. Then you're gonna go in this trench here. As you can see, well, my helmet's there, but the light won't notice you. And then hop out again. Run! And behind the hay. We might have skipped a thing or two there, I don't know. And then go out. And behind this thing. Waypoint, I guess. And then run out again. And go in this water. And then hop out. And go in this little place right here. And then you gotta be fast with this one. You have to jump up on the fence, jump on the roof, and hide behind the chimney. It's a lot of movement, but if you can do it, then you can do it. Then what you're gonna do is go down here. The light should fade away. And just go right. To the right, to the right. Everything you own in a house to the right. And then what you're gonna do is you'll see a scarecrow with a witch thingy, and it'll color Halloween mask. And it'll just go up here, knock on the door. They'll tell you to come back when you're dressed for Halloween, so you're just gonna put the mask on. and go right back in. Now that took my football helmet off and put my old classic backwards hat on, but then you just go in here and it'll say my imagination really ran away with me, and then you'll just Pigpen will tell you that you gotta beat the party games to go trick-or-treating. The first one is bobbing for apples. So what you gotta do is just click on the apples. I think you get 3 misses, but just try and hit the apples when they first come up. Don't try and click on one that stays up for a few seconds, like that one there. Try and click them as they come up. Oh, I missed one. I missed again, apparently. Pretty sure I clicked on that. Oh, come on, I clicked on that. Seriously? Okay, yes, I do want to try again while I'm paused. And I have bobbed for all the apples, and I successfully did it. And Lucy will come up with Snoopy and say, "Blech! My lips touch dog lips." And then the next one is very easy. I mean, I don't really even know how to fail it. Just click on the pumpkin. She'll say the jack-o'-lantern needs a face. Charlie Brown can model for us. And then simply just make a face, I guess. I mean, I don't know how to fail. But yeah, just boo boo boo. Boo 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 boo. Good enough. And then, yeah, I am evil. And then give it a scribble scrabble for a nose or whatever. And then give it some hair. And then do that. And that's a good bit of ears. And then draw a smiley face. And you're done. So then, oh, I accidentally cleaned it. Yay! Then just hit close. Huh, that looks great. Okay, good, good, good. Once you draw a smiley face, it looks good. Then the next one is pin the face on the pumpkin. Just like pin the tail on the donkey. So just try and keep your cursor over where the stem is, because the pumpkin moves around. And if you get the stem, then you have the general area of where the face will be. The stem or the nose is probably the best part to follow, so I got the stem right here. So stem, nose, mouth, eye. Oh. I guess you gotta get at least an 80%. Apparently got a 78, close enough. But it still counts as a loss. So I'm going to try again until, well, I win 100 eames. Let's try and get it where the eye is, because I guess that's the one that mainly comes up first. This just reminds me of Lavender Town, which reminds me of Halloween, which reminds me of this island. Yay! Come on, darn it. Close enough. 92%. The mouth was like right on, but the rest of them were just a tad off. And then the last one over here is the piano. Because you gotta get Snoopy to dance and be happy with your song. And there's music. So just hit the notes as they go by. Try and not do bad like I'm doing. And try and keep the happiness above the bar. Is it over? No, it's not over yet. Is that it? Nope, that's not it either. I was hitting the wrong keys there for a second. And I think that's the end of the song. And it is. Says I think Snoopy really likes that and gives you a new photo. Sorry for the pause, guys. I just had to postpone a Windows update. And now it says it's time for tricks or treats. So it says later that night, which it looks like almost midnight already out. I don't know how it could be later that night at like 2 in the morning. Why would they trick or treat then? And then it'll just load and take you back here. And coming or staying, Linus will stay. Sally will, as you can see in a second, will stay with him. There she is. She's gonna stay with him. He'll be glad that she came back. If you try to hold my hand, I'll slug you. This is taking a bit longer than I expected, but, well, it's a fairly short island, and, well, this isn't gonna be a thing. I mean, I'm doing this for Halloween, and I will do another one for Halloween. And she says it's time for tricks and treats. And you'll go off with Lucy and Charlie Brown, as you can see which one they are, of course. And then you just head over past here, and then it'll say tricks or treats this way, and you'll go, and you'll say start. Then you're gonna have to go up and knock on the door. And you'll knock on the door, and you'll just try and get as much candy as you can. You need 2 pieces. And I stole Lucy's candy. I got popcorn. I got a rock. Then you go up, knock on the door again, and just do the same thing. And I got popcorn again. Die for it. I missed it, apparently. I got popcorn. I got a rock. and then you go up again, and knock on the door, and apparently jump. Donk, donk, donk. And then steal some candy. Yay! Candy. Woot, woot, woot. I got taffy. I got a rock. Charlie Brown's classic trick-or-treat line. And I don't know how many candies you need for the trick-or-treat bag, but catch it, catch it. Oh, I almost caught it too. I got popcorn again. I got popcorn. I got a rock. And then I guess you need 4 for the bag of candy. And it'll put it in the bag, and you'll say, well, I've got all the candy I need. And you gotta go back out to the pumpkin patch to see Linus. Boogie boogie boo! Boogie boogie boo! Whee! Boogie boogie boo! I'm a spooky ghost! And then go out here and talk to Linus or Lucy. I'm not sure it matters. The Great Pumpkin's gotta pick this pumpkin patch. He's got to. If you hold my hand, I'll try to slug you. I'm not trying to hold your hand, Lucy. Or whatever your name is, Sally. Don't worry. Yeah, he's gotta pick it, yeah. Then you give Sally a bag of candy. You brought me candy! Yay! Hunger Games! So this is probably my longest video ever. Thank you. The only thing that'll make this night better is the inevitable arrival of the Great Pumpkin. Well, if it comes, I'll be surprised, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist. Wait for it. What's that? Is that the Great Pumpkin? And his hair goes all wacko again. It's the Great Pumpkin, isn't it? Does the Great Pumpkin exist? Does he prove me wrong? That looks like a familiar... Oh, it's just Snoopy. Wah, wah, wow, 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 wow. I was robbed! I spent the whole night waiting for the Great Pumpkin when I could have been out for tricks or treats. Yes, you were. Yes, very much so. Halloween is over and I missed it, you blockhead! Jeez, you don't have to be so crude. You've heard about the fury of a woman scorned. Ha! Funny! It's nothing compared to a fury of a woman who has been cheated out of tricks or treats. Wow. Good one, Linus. And then she'll walk away. Sally, if the Great Pumpkin comes, I'll put in a good word for you. It doesn't exist! Good grief, I said if. I meant when he comes. I'm doomed. Jeez, is I'm doomed really that many syllables, Linus? Don't worry, I'll wait with you. Much later that night. You mean at like probably 5 in the morning? 6 maybe? Jeez, my video just hit 40 minutes. Probably be at least 41 by the time this is over with the intro and outro, but I don't care. So you'll see Lucy walking out. And Linus, wake up! As you can see, he's chattering. Thanks for taking care of my brother. Anytime! Here's a reward for your trouble. Oh, could it be? Could it be what I think it is? It is! It's the island medallion! So that was it, guys. I hope this helped you and you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Peace out. This one's for you and me, living now.